Hey everyone, this is Lydia Stevens, author of the Hellfire series and the Ginger Davenport escapades, and I am bringing you today's hashtag Intern Insight, which is about rejection, specifically those query letters that we send out. And I'm going to be talking today about problem solving with rejection. So we've talked a little bit about having some patience and some perseverance when you're in the query process, and the query process takes a long time, so you need to be patient. And your perseverance needs to come when you keep receiving rejection letters and you're wondering, why am I not getting an agent, and why is this just not working? So let's take a look at problem solving. Okay, so you're querying an agent and you keep getting those rejections coming in. Most of them are form letters if there's no response at all, and that is telling you that perhaps the story is just not right for the industry at this time. You may also be receiving some personal feedback from agents. So your problem solving with both is to do, let's look at the first. If you're getting tons of form letters, that can give you a little hint that maybe the story is just not right for the industry at this time. So how would you problem solve something like that? Well, you can continue writing. You could maybe consider looking at a complete rewrite of your story, such that you're writing to the industry as opposed to the initial story that you started out with. That's not always ideal for a writer. We love our babies, and we don't necessarily always want to change them to fit something else. So, when you're looking at problem solving with those rejection letters and the form letters, and you're looking at the marketing trends, you need to consider that one of the ways to problem solve is to take a look at those marketing trends and see what's selling. The other half of that is if you're starting to get personal feedback from agents, and they're saying maybe they're not connecting with the characters, or the voice is not coming through strong enough, or something like that, then you need to consider your problem solving in that you need to take a look at the story and say, this is a story that you're very invested in and you want this one to sell, you want this one to be the one that gets an agent. Then you really need to take to heart the advice that an agent is giving to you. And you need to look at all of the areas that maybe you could rewrite, or you could change something in order to get that agent's attention. They may ask you to make these changes and then resubmit, or you can then go on to query another agent. So when you're problem solving, when you're getting specific advice from an agent, feel the initial sting of the rejection and then really let it sit and take into consideration their advice. This is what they do for a living, and they are so busy that I think there's something to be said for agents who still offer that bit of personal advice as opposed to just a form letter. So that is very important, and I think it's, as writers, we almost have this responsibility to maybe say, hey, wait a minute, this is what they do for a living, and they're telling me that, vampire ghosts from outer space are just not selling, so maybe I need to change that to werewolf ghosts from outer space. Whatever's trending in the market, take a look at that and really consider what it is that they're saying. Rejections hurt and they're not fun to get, so give yourself a day or two to kind of feel that initial sting, and then your problem solving is to take into consideration the advice that you're receiving. So keep on writing, keep on persevering with those stories, have some patience with the query process. The agents are receiving hundreds of queries every week. So you definitely need to bring forth the best possible story that you can bring. And then, in terms of problem solving, if they come to you and say there is a problem, you need to solve it. So happy writing, everybody. I hope this helps. Thanks. Bye-bye.